Jackson digs it out. Hunzinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making it rain, baby. Gerald for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field and gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com and the IHSAA Champions Network. Again, here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. Here with Indiana High School Volleyball live here on the WHS Network this evening. We have tonight's junior varsity volleyball matchup between the visiting team, the Delta Eagles, as they take on your Wapahani Raiders here tonight. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, back with our 15th year, our 16th season overall. And tell you what, the day is finally here. We're happy to get back at it again and hopefully bring you another action-packed year of Wapahani Raiders sports out here, starting off here with our volleyball team that, when you look here at the JV level, still some familiar faces, but also some newcomers that I think will only add to the firepower that we already had coming back from last year's team. And so it's going to really be interesting, obviously, with first game jitters and everything else that these girls will probably come out with there originally on both sides. How both teams handle that and are able to kind of suppress that and really push in the right direction here tonight. So, again, as I mentioned, some newcomers coming in, but some familiar faces here, some familiar girls that you'll see once again here tonight. You'll see Lainey Ledbetter, Kaylee Clements, Addie Barnes, Journey Maines. Also a few newcomers now here for this Raider volleyball team. At the JV level, we have Savannah Fitzgerald, also Mackenzie Charnley. Then we also have Nora Williams, Maya Mitchell. Also another girl making her way back again this season is Ella Recollect here now, a sophomore here for this Lady Raider volleyball team. So again, familiar faces, but also some girls that I think that are going to come in here and really push this team to a whole new level. I think that, now under new head coach Ryan Webster here at the JV level, it's going to, just continue to, I guess, exuberate, what they can do, talent level wise, that they, what they've been able to work on. And then, what that continues to look like throughout the season, obviously we'll have to wait and see. But, obviously they've put a lot of work in. Now is the time to show what work you have put in and being able to execute here, when you're playing against a different opponent. Obviously it kind of gets redundant after a while. You're in practice every single day. And it's it kind of wears on you, I'm sure. Playing against your teammates, you want to beat up on somebody else, and that's exactly what these girls are planning on doing here tonight. Now Delta, another team that when you come in here tonight, as far as at the JV level, some girls that are returning from last year's team, but also they have 3 freshmen that are coming in, 4 sophomores, also a couple of juniors. So some girls that have been here, done that, and then some freshmen that are going to come in here and be a valuable piece to what this team does this year. So very interesting ways on here on both sides as far as the roster makeup. But like I said, we're really eager to get this party started here tonight from beautiful Raider Gymnasium here for our home and season opener here on the WHS Network. So again, this has been our Raiders Eye pregame show presented by Alfred Rods and Customs. We'll be back here with tonight's player introductions, and then obviously tonight's junior varsity volleyball matchup between the visiting Delta Eagles and your Wapahani Raiders. We'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, this is Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home is a real estate company that prioritizes community involvement, and we have a humans over houses philosophy. We specialize in both property listings and buyer representation, ensuring top-notch service with top producing agents. Our mission is, and has always been, to enrich people's lives by helping them find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate consistently maintains open communication, and we build trust through honesty and integrity. Whether you're listing $1 million property in a gated community, or you are a first-time home buyer just starting the process, at Next Home Elite Real Estate, our agents are committed to providing exceptional service and expertise. We actively participate and invest in local events, local sponsorships, charities, and initiatives to strengthen community bonds. Our agents love being a corporate sponsor to Ball State University, and when you choose Next Home Elite Real Estate, you never know who you're going to run into.
After working with Next Home Elite Real Estate, I knew that I would be choosing them for future transactions simply because they communicated throughout the entire process, they were friendly, and they were tenacious marketers working for me so I can achieve my goals.
Voted as the best real estate company in Muncie's quest for the best, I want you to know we are more than a real estate company. We're part of your community. We are creating lasting relationships and emphasizing the human element in every transaction.
A lot of times, a new home is a joyous event, a promotion, a celebration of marriage, relocation, but this wasn't that type of event. We needed someone in a company who cared about us, who showed compassion and empathy. Our realtor was with us the entire time. He sat and grieved with my sisters and I. He realized that this wasn't about money, but about taking care of our family home.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home, contact Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-729-5181 or visit our website at mynexthomeelite.com.
All right, welcome back in here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside me with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, back here with our junior varsity broadcast. Again, we're just about set to get things going here tonight. Again, we'll break down the rosters here for both sides here in just a moment. But we'll have number 2, Bailey Gasper, back to serve here for the Eagles to open up tonight's ball game. Again, tonight's home and season opener this 2025 Indiana High School volleyball season. So while we have a moment here, again, Wapahani, or the Delta Eagles rather, number 1, Lily Misner, number 2, Bailey Gasper, number 3, Kinley Davis, number 6, Mia Elliott, number 7, Nevaeh Enyart, number 8, Chloe Morris, number 9, Laura McKee, number 11, Madeline Polito, number 12, Shaylin Davis, number 15, Jaylee Pointer. So that's the roster rundown here for the Delta Eagles. Haven Gates is the head coach as we get tonight's game officially underway here at 6:03 p.m. here on this Tuesday, August the 19th of 2025. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius, alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Left side attack right there by Chloe Morris. Job well done, and Fitzgerald unable to get that one back over and in play. Or excuse me, Nora Williams. So 1-0 start here for Delta. Wapahani's roster rundown. We've got number 1, Savannah Fitzgerald. Number 2, Kaylee Clements. Actually, number 2 is Maya Mitchell. Number 3, Mackenzie Charnley. Number 4, Lainey Ledbetter. Number 5, Addie Barnes. Number 7, Journey Maines. Number 8, Ella Recolleck. Number 11 is Nora Williams. Well-placed ball right there, and that will get it done as Wapahani will get on the board here for the first time this 2025 season. And we'll have number 11, Nora Williams, back to serve here for the Raiders. Received there by Davis. And a nice little soft touch right there just inside the sideline by number 9, Laura McKee. So Delta will answer back here with one more of their own. So fine serve right there from Madeline Polito. Maines left side attack. Nice dig there and nice up there by number 15, Jaylee Pointer. And Barnes, I believe, will get called with 2 hit. In fact, that is the case. So 3-1 Delta. Received by Ledbetter. Barnes on the Maines. And that is just out of bounds. So a quick 4-1 start here for the Eagles. Again, Polito still back to serve. Got a pretty nice crowd on hand again for tonight's JV game. Hopefully more fans will start to pile in. Set on the Maines. Again, a bad setup there, unfortunately, that time around. So 4 hits called there on the Raiders. Now 5-1 Delta. Again, first game, just trying to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Dug out there by Gasper. A little brief miscommunication by Delta, and that will cost the Eagles a point. So back in favor here for Wapahani. It's going to be number 7, Journey Maines, back to serve. And that one just a little too much mustard on there by Maines. So 6-2 now with number 7, Enyart. Oh, rather we'll have somebody else serving. That's going to be actually number 9, Laura McKee, back to serve here for Delta. Short serve right there. Oh, nicely done. Addie Barnes staying right there with it, tips him back over, able to get the point there for Wapahani. Make this a 6-3 ball game. So Maya Mitchell sees her first action here of the evening tonight for Wapahani. That was Addie Barnes back to serve just a moment ago. And got to give credit where credit's due right there. Pointer again had to go all the way over here near the bench to get to that ball. Was able to sneak that one over the net. The Raiders thought for sure that was going to end up being a point for them. Instead, ends up going back the other direction, unfortunately, here for Wapahani. Serve received there by Ledbetter on the attack there from the left side as that one is hit right into the net. Now 8-3 Eagles. So we'll see a substitution now. Number 12, Shaylin Davis will check in for Delta. Again on top here by 5. And set number 1 of the evening. Received there by Williams. Barnes. And again close to the net there with a pass. Ledbetter, not a whole lot she could have done with that. So hopefully the Raiders can essentially stop the bleeding right here. Imagine if Delta scores another one right here, you would see a Wapahani timeout. And shanked off there to the right side. That's going to be an ace. Ledbetter on the Barnes, back to Laney, and can't keep it in between the lines. And we will get a timeout here from Wapahani. First charge timeout here of the set. 11-3 Delta will step aside, and we'll be back right after these messages here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back. In following the timeout, they end up actually coming out of the timeout early, so Wapahani just scored a point after a 4-hit call here on Delta. Will get the Raiders within 7. Obviously some work to do, but still some time to work with here. And the Raiders unable to get that one back over, so now making that another 8-point lead. Here's we'll have a substitution for Delta. We'll see number 3, Kinley Davis, as well as number 6, Mia Elliott, returning to the floor. And Barnes unable to keep that one in play. So now, again, first game, it doesn't make a difference how much, you practice. When you finally face a different opponent, some things, just kind of go out the door here a little bit. And right now, Wapahani just seems to just essentially not be in sync. So again, you got to get back to the basics of the game, because really that's what has hurt us up to this point so far. Hitting errors, a little bit of miscommunication, passing mistakes. Basic things that can be fixed. So Davis still back to serve for the Eagles. That looked to have possibly been heading out of bounds. Barnes will get it across. Set up by Polito, and that was number 6, Elliott, on the attack. Floater serve right there. Nice job there by Maines getting to that one. Hopefully she's all right. So 16-5. Laney Ledbetter now back to serve for Wapahani. And we've got to be honest with you, we're going to have to rattle off probably a good 8 points right here, 7-8 points. And unfortunately that one did not get us to that point. So now 17-5. We'll see number 10, which is not on the roster sheet. I don't know how in the world roster sheets are not correct for the first game of the season, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Received there by Ledbetter. And on the attack, the kill there for Shaylin Davis. And we'll have a foot fault here by Morris of Delta. So that will get the Raiders a much-needed point. Again, hopefully this might be exactly what they need to get going here. Start stringing some points together. So again, Mitchell will serve that one long. And so we'll have El Recollet back in for Wapahani. And for Delta, we'll have a substitution here as well, number 2. Bailey Gasper will check in. Close to the sideline over there. Williams took it, passed right back there to her. Get me over. Maines. Barnes on the attack. Dug out by number 3, Davis. Morris on the attack, and that one's going to fall in there. Nice hustle there by Journey Maines. Unfortunately, could not get to it in time. And so obviously with the deficit where it's at right now, right now here, if you're Wapahani, you're just looking to finish this set about as strong as you can, because it is highly, highly unlikely you'll come back. So you at least want to finish strong right here and have a little bit of momentum going into the second set. So good job right there. Journey Maines gets the kill. So Nora Williams back to serve for Wapahani. Received there by Gasper, or by Enyart, excuse me. So the ace for Williams. Into the net right there. So, again, a couple points, hey, we'll take it. Again, if you can start to generate a little bit of momentum in the right direction here, if you're Wapahani, that will hopefully give them a little bit of a jolt heading into set number 2. So we'll have number 11, Madeline Polito, back to serve. Received by Ledbetter. Barnes over to Maines. That was put down with some authority right there by Journey Maines. Point number 9 by number 7. So Maines now back to serve. As the Raiders looking to reach double digits right here. Nice floater serve set on here. That was the number 15 pointer. So number 1, Lily Misner, will check back in for the Eagles. Received by Williams. Nice dig out of the net right there by Addie Barnes. Maines, Barnes. Good job, just changing things up here a little bit, throwing something else, a little different look to the defense. Fitzgerald, unfortunately, will send that one a little too long. So set point has arrived here for the Eagles. And that's going to do it. 25-9. Delta takes the opening set here this evening. Stick around here with us, folks. We'll have set number 2 coming up right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back in here, ladies and gentlemen. Again with set number 2 just about to begin here in just a moment. Again, we do want to thank everyone for tuning in here this evening, again here on our YouTube channel, WHS Network, and also on the IHSAA Champions Network here as well. Again, set number 1, for obvious reasons, didn't go as planned and as hoped here by Wapahani, but, still got a set to work with right here. Obviously, you got to win the next two to win this one here tonight, but it's a very doable situation. But obviously some things have started, that we've got to start, playing smarter for one. I think that, again, first game, it just seemed like we was a little bit out of sync. And, obviously hitting errors, passing errors, we had some serving errors. Just about everything that could go wrong went wrong for us. But, again, that's why, you bounce back right here. You put that set number one in the rearview mirror and hopefully look forward here to the second set because, I got to be honest with you. Really, we've got a nice group here. Just from, knowing these girls the very little amount of time I've gotten to know them here within the last week and a half, as far as some of the new girls, we've got a nice group right here. We just got to now find a way to make sure to help ourselves out because, again, there in the first set, we essentially were shooting ourselves in the foot a little too much. So Ella Recollect will be back to serve to open things up here in the second set. And on the attack right there, that was, I believe, number 9. Indeed, it was Laura McKee with the kill. Again, just finding that open hole in the defense. So Polito back to serve. On the attack right there was Mitchell. And again, you can just kind of tell, especially from where she was at on the floor, and head coach Ryan Webster is kind of telling her right there, she didn't even square her shoulders up. It was, again, not in a very good position-wise where she was to be able to keep that ball in bounds. So 3-0 there. Again, here's Polito is still back to serve here for the Eagles. Ledbetter received it. Barnes on the mains. And that's going to be 4. So point there for Wapahani. So we will have Maya Mitchell back to serve. Good job right there. It was a really nice serve there from Mitchell. It ends up working out beautifully here for the Raiders. Job well done. Another nice serve and another ace here for freshman Maya Mitchell. Saved there by number 8, Morris. Pointer on the attack, shinks that one off there to the right side, and a point there for the Raiders. And so that will give them their first lead here of the night. And empty net that time, but some good serving right there from Mitchell. Nice to see that, so we'll get back at it again here now. Number 9, Laura McKee, will drop back to serve here for the Eagles. Received by Recollect. On the mains, dug out that time by Gasper. Right side attack by number 10, which again is not on our roster sheet. So we apologize there to that young lady, but unfortunately not much we can do about it. They didn't give us that name and number correction. So an ace right there for Mains. Wapahani been dealing here in this second set. It's already our third one. Make it number 4. Yes. 7 for Wapahani. So even just in this brief moment in time to begin the second set, in a lot of ways, night and day better than what we played in the first set. You know, and that means there's growth. It's good. Nice job right there. Fitzgerald with the kill. As now the Raiders have doubled up here on the Eagles. Floater serve there from Journey. Number 10 on the attack. Nice job right there by Addie Barnes. Get the left hand up. And Lainey Ledbetter with the kill. So 9-4 Wapahani. That will force the Eagles to take a timeout. As we stay right here with you during this timeout. Again, the Raiders with a 9-4 lead here in set number 2. Again, we want to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. Again, we can't do what we do without them for obvious reasons. So we sure do appreciate everything that they have done for us. We'd like to recognize them here this evening. Again, a big thanks here to Alfred Rods and Customs. With over 30 years of experience, they sell the baddest hot rods, street rods, muscle cars, and customs in the land. Alfred Rods and Customs also buys, sells, and trades cars all over the country. For more information, make sure to give them a call at 765-717-3625 and look them up on Facebook at Alfred Rods and Customs. Again, also come check out their showroom, 613 East Weiser Street in Muncie, Indiana. So Ledbetter, good hit right there. Bad thing is, number 10 can just stand up and put her hands right over the top of the net and block it. She don't even have to jump. So job well done there by that young lady. As number 6, Elliott, will return to the floor, as well as number 12, Davis, for the Eagles. So back to serve. Should be number 8. Again, we're having a meeting down here at the scores table here with our down referee, Mary Goff, and our scorekeeper. Again, Lynn Blevins is our up referee here this evening. 2 veteran volleyball officials, highly respected and do an outstanding job, and we appreciate them for being here tonight. All right, so I guess while we have a moment, might as well go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. Because I believe they're still trying to figure things out, but also a big thanks here to Sam Pierce Chevrolet, located at 1241 West County Road 550 South in Daleville, Indiana. Sam Pierce is your trusted Chevrolet dealership, and the reason why loyal customers keep coming back. They're known for their friendly style of service. Sam Pierce Chevrolet is stocked with brand new and pre-owned vehicles, along with offering competitive lease deals, finance options, and a top-of-the-line auto service. For more information, you can contact them at 765-387-4287 and go to sampiercechevy.com to find your next vehicle. Again, that is Sam Pierce Chevrolet. The best deals are in the country. Okay, so it looks like that we have finally got everything all squared away. And indeed, it will be number 9, Laura McKee, back to serve for the Eagles. Received by Ledbetter. Barnes sets it right over the net, and they're going to call her with a 2-hit. Received there by Reck Barnes to Fitzgerald. Yes, the kill for Savannah Fitzgerald. We'll find the Raiders back on top here by 4. So we've got Addie Barnes back to serve. Received right there by number 7, Inyer. And a little misdirection there on the hit by Chloe Morris. So after the miss hit, Wapahani leads by 5 as we've got some sweat here on the floor. It's definitely a steamy night here in the gym. It's about, I think, like right around 90, 95 outside. And that will be in there. Point there. I was going to say there for Wapahani. So again, we have Barnes back to serve here for the Raiders. Doubling up here on the Eagles. Again, a much, much better set. And that's what you like to see. You know, I mean, these girls, obviously it did not go our way whatsoever there in the first set. But again, you know, you're seeing that growth already here from this Raider volleyball team, and understanding that, you know, you put what happened in the first set, you put that in the rearview mirror. Get at it right here in the second set. You know, and a lot of good things have happened, right? You know, our passing's been much better, hitting, serving, you know, so everything that like I said, could go wrong in the first set went wrong, but now, you know, we've kind of flipped the script here a little bit. Sussel right there again, trying to get to that one, but unfortunately not in the nick of time there by Fitzgerald. So 13-8. Again here with number 8, Chloe Morris, back to serve. And that one's heading out of bounds. Nice job there by Mitchell. Again, understanding where she was out on the floor and recognizing where that ball was heading. Watch that one sail out of bounds. Savannah Fitzgerald back to serve for Wapahani. And a miscue right there gives Fitzgerald an ace, and another point here for Wapahani. Mains, now Barnes unable to get to it, but love the hustle from Addie. So Pointer back to serve for the Eagles. That was a nice save right there by Ledbetter, but Fitzgerald again a little too long on the hit. Just some miscommunication there between Fitzgerald and Ledbetter. Mains there again mishandled. So again, little things now that we've done a good job of here so far. Now, you know, starting to turn things back in the wrong direction here again. Much better job right there. Nice reception there and good up there from Mains as that ball will fall right back into play. I believe that was number 6, Elliott, that recorded the kill. So, again, what was a 8-point lead now down to just 2. And a serving error there by Pointer will give the Raiders a much-needed point right here. Number 3, Kinley Davis, will return to the floor for Delta. We've got number 4, Laney Ledbetter, back to serve here for your Raiders. Skipped over the top of the net. And that should have been a net violation on Delta. Nice job right there between Barnes and Ledbetter. getting after that ball, but a 2-hit call here on the Raiders. So again, the Raiders looking for some sort of explanation right here. Looks like they got that explanation. So Inyart back to serve. Ledbetter just got the hands up in the air. Barnes over to Maines. Dug out by Inyart. Set up there. That was to number 9, McKee. Barnes back set there. That's to Recollect. And 2 hits there on the Eagles. And essentially 4 hits when it comes down to it. So 17-14. Recollect back to serve. Nice one right there by Ella. So an ace. Set there to Davis, dug out. Barnes, left side attack from Maines. Morris with the dig. On to McKee from the left side. And again, just a little bit of mistiming there by Barnes. Not a bad idea, though. It's a nice setup. She'll have it next time. So Gasper will now sub in for Delta and drop back to serve. 18-15. Here in set number 2. Again, Delta, if you're just joining us, took the opening set 25-9. Wapahani has played significantly better here in set number 2. That was a miscue there for the Eagles. We'll get the Raiders now within 6 points of taking this second set. Obviously still some work to do. Good serve there from Mitchell. Sent that one deep there into the back row. And that is in there. Number 8, Morris. There from the left side. Diagonal attack right there for the kill. In comes Jaylee Pointer. Madeline Polito to serve. Received by Recollect on the Maines. Nice up right there. Staying with it there was Fitzgerald. Recollect will get it over. And in there. Now a 1-point game. Ledbetter will get it over. Good ball right there. Good hustle from Barnes. Recollect, Barnes to Fitzgerald. Nice dig right there. And mishandled there by Barnes. Tie it up at 19. Got a good pass right there from Ledbetter, though. So we'll have a timeout here on the floor. Again, we'll go ahead and stay right here with you during this timeout. To once again thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. I'd like to send a big thanks here to Next Home Elite Realtor Austin Rich. Next Home Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, Austin Rich provides a consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a market plan that provides superior service to all of their clients without compromise. For all of your real estate needs, contact Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546. Also, big thanks here to East Jackson Auto Sales. They're owned by Alan and Todd Clark. This family-ran dealership has been going strong since 1977 and is known for their honesty and quality premium vehicles that will leave you driving home with a smile on your face and a nice vehicle you can rely on. Stop on in and check out your next vehicle at 3100 East Jackson Street in Muncie, Indiana, and you can give them a call at 765-356-1340. So again, returning from the timeout here, we're tied up at 19. Fitzgerald unable to sneak that one in the back row, or the back line rather. So again here, what was I think it ended up being right around an 8 to 9 point lead, somewhere right around in there. Delta's now taking the lead, but again, short memory right there. Great ball right there from Barnes, and then excellent placement there from Savannah Fitzgerald to get the Raiders back on the board and even things up here at 20. Good serve there from Maines. Pointer from the left side, and that is in there, just in front of the outstretched hands of a diving Maya Mitchell. So the Eagles will have number 9, Laura McKee, back to serve. Racolak received it. On the Ledbetter, dug out by Gasper. And again, some miscommunication gets the Raiders tied up here with the Eagles at 21. Good ball there from Barnes. Fitzgerald met her right there at the net. And the kill there for Fitzgerald. So back on top are the Raiders. Nice dig by Mitchell, and the Raiders will get it over. Excellent work. So 22 all. We'll have another substitution. Well, maybe. Okay. Versus 6. Number 6. Elliott returning to the floor, as well as number 12, Davis. Maines, Barnes on the Ledbetter, yes! The recipe for success, 23-22, Wapahani. Great pass, nice set from Barnes, then Ledbetter put it down. So Savannah Fitzgerald to serve. And just a touch too far. So tied up again. Out of bounds. So set point now for the Eagles. 24-23. And that's going to do it. So Delta will take tonight's JV matchup here in straight sets. 25-9, 25-23. Again, a much better second set there by Wapahani. I mean, yes, obviously it's unfortunate, you go here to, you come out here to win, but a much better second set right there. I think that they can be proud of. You'd like to finish better, but still, I thought that was a much better job there in that second set, and something that will give them hope going into Thursday night's matchup there with the Lapel Bulldogs. So again, that's when you'll see our JV team back in action. That will be on Thursday night, 6 p.m., right here against the Lapel Bulldogs. So folks, again, make sure to tune in to our varsity broadcast. That will probably start. We have the broadcast scheduled for 7:15. It's probably going to be more along the lines of around 7:05 for when we start that broadcast here tonight, here from Raider Gymnasium. So we hope you guys tune in. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight. Again, as Wapahani goes down and defeats here in tonight's JV game in straight sets, 25-9, 25-23. Until next time, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We'll see y'all back here in just a little while on your home of the